April 3rd, 2024. And we have a quorum.
Yes.
Do we have any public comment today?
No.
All right, we'll close public comment and go to our action items. That is the approval of our February 7th, 2024 minutes. Do I have a motion for approval?
Make second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, item 4A, this is under our information items. It's a review of our April board agenda with Brad Miller.
Good morning.
Good
So
morning.
in your packet, and maybe up on the screen, is going to be the draft agenda for this month's board meeting. I wanted to quickly talk about the board meeting, but then also talk about 2 days later, on Friday, April 26th, hopefully you have it on your calendar, we're gonna have our budget workshop, our second budget workshop. And I'll talk to you a little bit about what we're planning for that. So the agenda, as you can see, has a lot of maybe aspirational ideas that Al Burns and Henry have for the Finance Committee to review a lot of contracts. I think those will be okay. The two main items that will be also going to the Finance Committee and then to the board this month, pretty sure, right, are what might appear to be a redo. Can you go to the next page? Yeah. A repeat of last month's action item, but it is different. It is construction management contract for the Clearwater Transit Center. Last month we approved a project management construction management contract for smaller projects, a task order based smaller project, but we were required by state law to separately procure that work for the Clearwater Transit Center project because that's such a big construction project. So that will be discussed by Abhishek at the Finance Committee as well. And then the autonomous bus agreement, this is a pilot that we're doing with USF and the federal government where we partnered with them and got a demonstration grant to pilot new technology that would operate a regular bus around inside the PSTA facility autonomously. This would be an apparatus that would be installed in a bus, and then it would allow it to operate just in a very small contained area so that it could be fueled and washed and parked for the next day autonomously. Henry Lukasik, our main instructor, has given the over-under that this is doable at about 30% chance. So we'll see. But this is a contract with this company called Blue Space out of California that is a partner to USF in trying to demonstrate this technology, and PSA doesn't really have any cost involved with it other than providing our facility and the bus for them to come test it out and see if they can get it working. This theoretically, this technology would be not part of the bus. It would be installed put in the bus easily, and then it could be moved to another bus to do it again and again. You know, that it would operate regular buses, regular, normally humanly driven buses, autonomously. So it is kind of an interesting technology.
Wow.
You know, right now PSTA employs a whole set of employees that work at night, and they do this. They're these difficult jobs. So this might make their jobs easier. We'll have some discussion about our fiscal year 2025 budget at the board meeting, but principally we'll be teed up for a successful workshop on Friday, April 26th from 9 to 11, right here in this room. The concept, wait, did I lose it? Concept that we have put together based on some input and based on the first workshop that we had back in end of February was to have a little bit of an intro at the beginning of the meeting, but very minimal. And then we will have four discussion tables, led by great PSA staff, that board members will rotate from table to table. And they'll be on four key items that you hopefully will be familiar with, that we've been talking about, that will be key policy items for the fiscal year 2025 budget. Table number 1 is going to be on strategic planning and talking about the performance metrics that we want to establish for fiscal year 2025. And that'll be led by Trish Collins. Table number 2 is about partnerships and sponsorship opportunities and just general, maybe establishing a PSTA policy around how partnerships should be operated. We've had a lot of discussions at the board and at the first workshop about partnerships and how they can generate more revenue for PSTA. And Amanda Baird will be leading that table. Number 3 is revenues, property taxes and otherwise, as part of the 2025 budget. That's Debbie Leas's wheelhouse, so she'll be doing that. And then table number 4 is sort of the planning table. We're calling it the rider improvement discussion about what we can do in the 2025 budget to improve the experience from our customers. How the 2025 budget can be oriented around maintaining our services and making them even better. And that will be led by Darden and probably myself too. So that's the idea for the workshop. The other kicker, and I just want to
What was
mention,
table
is
number 2? I'm sorry, I missed that.
partnerships,
Oh, gotcha.
marketing.
So, can you-
We're going to give a homework assignment to each of you
Oh, great.
before the meeting.
Before,
Before the meeting, we're working hard on it now, and don't worry, it won't be too hard. It'll be more open-ended.
so my question is, how are you going to, how will all of this be recorded if you've got people at different tables and, we're subject to sunshine law, and
Yes.
if we're going to have discussions at tables, they all have to be recorded.
There'll be note taking, and then there'll be at the end of the workshop, we're going to have a report out from all the discussions at each table. Of course, the meeting is going to be noticed. It's to be open to the public.
It's fine.
That's okay.
It'll be fine, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gonna violate sunshine. It's open. to the public.
Yeah. We haven't really, if we have, like we did the first meeting where we had the Post-it notes up on the
I
charts.
didn't make it to that.
Oh,
I have one.
we took pictures and saved all that.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be okay.
You just don't have necessary.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
The homework again, each of these topics, they're more like 2 weeks. So my goal is to get it to all of you by the end of next week, 2 weeks prior to the workshop. Questions for you to start thinking about these different topics, so that you come to the workshop with having thought about them a little bit.
Some ideas,
Some ideas, yeah. On each of these
some
things.
suggestions,
Yeah.
ideas for the group.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah.
We've never done that. I think that's a great idea.
We kind of did it when we put all the notes on the little.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, but, yeah. Before.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was like a full kind of
That was
brainstorming
new too.
idea, and then we're trying to take that and make it a little bit more focused on these 4 areas so that it ties right to the budget.
Great.
And a number of board members have said to me that they really hope that they would not just get a whole bunch of PowerPoints presented. So we won't do that. We'll see.
All right, any other questions? All right, so on to, there's one more item on the agenda, the community bus plan update. I don't know if you wanted to talk, that looks like the last item on the agenda
On the agenda,
for the board meeting, yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure if that will be on the agenda. Ultimately, we're in discussions about how we might present that, and then we might just present it as part of that, part of the workshop.
Okay.
Yeah. TBD on that one. Oh, and then I just talked to Ron. Ron is going to come give a update on at the beginning of the meeting on the legislative session that just ended at the April meeting
Okay.
as well. Maybe we'll have an update from our trip to DC too.
Yeah. I think it'd be good to do a report out on that
Yeah.
trip, either, like, if you want to do that, and then I can chime in
Yeah.
if needed, and invite Harry to be in on the meeting if he wants to add anything to that too.
That sounds like a good plan. Yeah.
Okay. All right, anything else?
Oh, I want to thank Commissioner Reed for having a meet and greet at the
Oh, yeah, I saw
Sounds Park
pictures.
Trans Center.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. There was one couple that did apparently travel there because they saw that there was going to be a meet and greet, and they came to meet us.
I don't know, and that's not bad. I mean, it only got advertised really on social media 2 days before.
Yeah.
So I think the next one, whoever does it, just get it out there sooner. But they were like waiting for us.
Were they Patty fans?
They were,
Were they there to see
just,
you?
they were just, they were TD riders and, both in wheelchairs and they learned something. They didn't know about the cross-county
Yeah.
stuff. So we're like, well, here's some stuff. And it was pretty cool. They brought sunscreen we handed out and pamphlets and, just talked to some people. So it was pretty neat. Got to meet some people. It was pretty cool. So, and I think the security officer might do a little more next time. He was just sitting there and he was just like, da da da. And we're like sitting there. And finally, when we introduced ourselves to somebody, he was like, oh. And then we see him walking around. And I'm like, oh, imagine that.
Yeah.
But it was good. I think it was a good thing. It was fun.
We were talking about the legislative committee just prior to this about, how PSA does have a lot of different programs and a lot of different policies and things. So it was good to individually talk to some of the riders and hear from them, and then, oh, did you know that we have a veterans program that you can sign up? No, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, go right over to the window and sign up for it. Those kinds of things. Kind of one-on-one individual discussions with people is often the best way. And it will be our seniors, especially on some of these programs. For sure. Yeah.
Was there a particular context for this, considering the location, or is that just something that you do once in a while, is you'll pick one of the
Cities?
transit centers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a very positive thing for PSBA, and Pinellas Park Trans Center is one of our highest ridership locations. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to ride. I talked to our newer board member Tom Reed from South Pasadena, and he asked if we could ride the Sunrunner to kind of have a mobile meet and greet. So we're going to do that together on board the Sunrunner.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
It is a great idea.
So how many people were there?
was quite a few, I mean, it was always changing as the buses were coming in.
Oh, okay.
So as they were coming in and getting off, we would talk to them, and then people would get on the bus, and people would get off the bus, and we would talk to them, and, you know, so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It was kind of neat too to see what some of the problems were, you know, some of the people trying to read those maps are horrible. And the, sorry, but they were horrible, because even I was like, can somebody help me? Because I can't, you know, I mean, there's a couple of them, because they're just kind of confusing when they're up there of where to get on and where they're at and that kind of thing. But a lot of them like the app. Everybody that had a phone was saying they like using the app.
It's
The app
really
makes it really, really easy. That was some good feedback that we got from them, was the app. And then a couple people liked some of the new shelters that were up. They said it had made a difference in standing in the rain and that, so that was pretty neat. And they loved the sunscreen. And everybody said they no complaints about the buses or the bus drivers. They said they did, you know, a couple times as far as arrival and that, but they not complaining, just like, you know. But
Yeah,
is that what you pretty much got to?
yeah, yeah.
The bus drivers were, you know, were fine. They were very happy. It was pretty cool. But I like talking to people, so it was good.
Rod, are you gonna talk about, in the board meeting, are you gonna talk about the monopole bus stops?
Well,
at all?
we could talk about that. Have you seen it?
Just in the photos. I
Oh.
haven't seen.
It's on, where is it, Abhishek? It's,
It's on US
34.
19 and just south of 57th Avenue North by the 7-Eleven. That's our one and only.
you can see one
Yeah.
in the wild.
Weren't there several comments about, yes, in its natural habitat? Weren't there several comments about, we need one here, you know, so.
We've gotten some ideas.
Social
on-
media, it's been a very popular on social media, the monopole. That's-
Yeah,
People are very interested in it, so.
But we only
I am
have this
too.
one, a
We have
monopole.
monopole, yeah.
I'm on a monopole.
It's better than a bench. It's not, you know, the most amazing thing, but it'll help us in certain situations.
Oh, we did meet a lady, because she was talking about the benches. She's been riding, remember she got rid of her car? Because Darton was there. And she relies totally on the PSTA buses and that. But she was talking about the new benches that we had gotten. She said they were better than the old ones.
Good.
that's great. All right, good. Anything else? Anyone?
Nope.
All right. Our next meeting for the executive committee will be on May 8th, 2024 at 10 a.m.
And I may not be at that meeting because, I got accepted to FMIT for Florida League of Cities. So I will be, I think that's when I'm in Salt Lake City doing the training. Because I think I leave on the 8th. I wanted
On
to
the
make sure.
24th?
May 8th?
No, the next,
Oh, May 8th, May 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm at.
Well,
So,
congratulations. What does
Thank you.
FMIT stand for?
It's the trustees for all the insurance for Florida League, for the cities, that Florida
Oh.
League of Cities takes care of.
Mhm.
So I made a trustee, so,
Oh,
yeah, I've been trying for a couple of years, so I was excited, so. It's
Congratulations.
something new to learn, it's something cool, but they handle all the workman's comp, all the insurance problems, all the thises and benefits and everything that the cities provide that are part of Florida League of Cities. That's who holds the meetings for that.
My vice mayor, Steve Graber, is the chair of that committee.
Very cool,
I'll tell him you're joining. That's great news.
yeah, I'm excited, so. But I won't be at the next meeting, at that meeting.
PSTA used to get its insurance through that, right? Florida League? You remember that?
Not since I've been here.
Yes, definitely. Under the prior risk manager, Carol.
Oh, those were the old days.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Great
There's
day.
no other business, we are adjourned.
All right.
Nick said he
He was
left you a
making
message.
57?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Yes, I know. I got his email.
Oh, good.
I think I
I just wanna
replied
make
to him
sure.
last night.
ever.
I said, I'm gonna call him. I want to
These
get
are
my
best.
this meeting over and today over with.
You're good.
But
Yeah,
thank
no, I
you
just
so
wanted to know
much.
that that is who that
No,
is.
it's cool.